out of this, Swiss brackets and get your slot in the challenge season. Oh, so
And
yeah, we're doing
we're
great.
gonna actually drafting again. Unfortunately, we're gonna actually draft back again. So going into Team Liquid ID as the one to actually have the opportunity for the first pick. We got already our bans. Now we see Alpha been banned. Now Jushin, Vovius as well. Prioritizing on the side of Evo Soli is going to be Chip as well as Funny. So we did not get to see the potential of drafting that was put out previously. I mean, okay, never mind. At least Evo Soli can avoid the Matilda combo with Alpha. But Suyo now is in the open as they picked out Angela as the last ban. So now the respawn coming in from Evo Soli. You can still counter Sunyo. So they picked up Hilda instead. Okay, at least I feel like there's some way that they know for a fact they can counter off Sunyo. That a possibility of messing off all the jungles that decided to the side of Team Liquid ID. I like Evo Soli. They're much secure. They know what they can do to respond well.
Do they pick up the Matilda though? Like, do they deny away it from
Oh.
Team Liquid ID? Right, Matilda is still in the pool. Team Liquid ID, they can pick up the Matilda. Matilda Suyo is much more potent than Matilda Alpha because you know that Suyo is gonna be playing like that. They pick up the Aurora, and now that seems to me like it's just a clear-cut pick where they go for the Matilda once again and they force themselves into the same situation.
Oh god, Evo Soli. I mean, you had that opportunity. Could have actually at least get more of secure for your side. So now Team Liquid ID definitely gonna pick up Matilda. Not only that, I mean, they might be able to actually get another one for the mid lane as well. I mean, one question is that Evo Soli, are you prepared to the fact that the combo coming in from Team Liquid, can you actually hold off, have any of the backline? Yeef will be picked out, and Cho ended up being picked up by Team Liquid ID. So still, there is a chance that Evo Soli might be able to pick up Matilda since Team Liquid says that we're not taking off that Matilda. We're going to actually use Cho and Yeef instead. But it is going to be Nolan to be picked up by Evo Soli.
Yeah, I think they're putting a lot more priority in the jungler since the Suyo has been picked up. And meanwhile, for Team Liquid ID, it's just very lucky that Evo's Holy went for the Nolan instead of going for that Ruby, right? Ruby would have disrupted that Cho really well. And it seems to me like Team Liquid ID, their game style is set. They want to be that aggressor, and with that Cho pickup, it's definitely like witty on that Cho. He's gonna be in the jungle the first half of your game, and whether the Hilda is able to respond in time. Now with the ban from Evo's Holy, they have to ban out possible EXP laners that can be in your face, which is one of them will be the TLID. Whether they do take it out, that's gonna be huge. Matilda finally being taken out by Evo's Holy. I mean, Cho as a possibility goes in the EXP lane and they still go for that Matilda Suyo.
Okay, and we know for a fact that TLID been banned off by Team Liquid ID. I was expecting at least they're gonna actually try to ban off Ruby, but then now moving on to Evo's Holy, they have another one to be thinking about how they want to actually make sure that the mobilization that Team Liquid ID will portray onto the next two last heroes they're gonna pick up.
Yeah, I mean, with the Matilda being taken out, right? One of the key factors that they need to worry about is something like a Gato something that can jump the back line. And that, yeah, they do take out the Gato. Another one that they have to worry about, Tigreal, but Tigreal's not really a problem for Team Liquid ID. It's more on the disrupt. And Evo's Holy, I mean, if they want to go the full disrupt, they can still go pound for pound. They can pick up a Kaja if they want to do so. We did see the Jawhead as well. Jawhead is very good in disrupting that Cho's mobility. And Ruby as well. So one of these three might be very good for Evo's Holy, provided they know how to play it.
Okay, let's see. Is it going to be Ruby or is it going to be Kaja? They got to actually have one of the players that can be able to pick off Team Liquid ID. And they ended up picking Hylos instead for Evo's Holy. I think, yeah, definitely it could help burst out, try to move around and slow things down for Team Liquid ID. Not the best ideal situation, but I think Evo's Holy, they're playing off on their own comfort zone right now. They know maybe Hylos will be a better off defense mechanism mechanism for them to pull through or even counter off Team Liquid ID.
In the same way that how Team Liquid ID picked that Hylos versus Evo's Holy's Eve, because that glorious pathway is very good with dealing with that real world manipulation, right? It's an easy getaway path, or it's an easy initiation path towards that Eve. So yeah, Hylos is really good, but only at level 4. And I really love this pick from Team Liquid ID, because a lot of teams, when they see a Hilda on the EXP lane, when they see a Hylos on the EXP lane, they kind of shy away from the fight. But one thing you can do is you can pick a glue, you can pick a CC, bring the fight to the EXP laner, and just crush that lane. And with the stick coming out from the glue as well, there's a lot of team fight potential now for Team Liquid ID. It's gonna be a very aggressive early game start.
Okay, even with Nathan been picked up, and this is going to be a great composition coming in from Team Liquid ID. Evo's Holy. Now, the question is, you've already got all your front line already been covered up. You know how to actually slow things down for Team Liquid ID. The one thing that you need more is the sustainability, and you have Harith to be picked out. And I mean, yes, definitely the combo between Harith as well as Hylos is a really good mechanism to be pulled through, and that could actually give the damage that is needed for Evo's Holy. I like the fact that they want to play around again with the comfort zone, with all the metas combos that we've seen so far in the scene of MLBB. But the question is it gonna be enough? Because so far right now, Team Liquid ID, again, the drafting wise is much more cover grounds.
And what's very interesting that we're gonna see, right? It's Aaron's choice of battle spell on the glue, right? Whether he goes for the revitalize so that he has that sustainability, or he goes for that petrify in terms of having that aggressiveness, in terms of having that early game stun available. And this is one of the key things. If they want to go for this early game style, you will see him pick up the petrify. But if he wants to go for more of a mid game to a late game power spike, you will see a revitalization. But he goes for the sprint. Oh no, that's even more aggressive than the petrify.
Oh, okay. This is gonna be interesting to see. Team Liquid ID versus Evo's Holy. Indonesia versus Indonesia. This is our second series and second round. And now attempts coming in for the mid lane. Ivan already having a lot of pressure. One more shot to go. Oh, managed to skirt away before becoming a casualty. But that was a really good attempt coming in from Team Liquid. Now Aaron try to push away Fluffy. Gets a lot of damage put out already, knowing for a fact that he can just push all of the attempts that comes in from Fluffy's side. So far right now, Team Liquid a really good cover grounds, to a point that, again, they know for a fact most of the plays, most of the heroes on the side of Evo's Holy are a little bit squishy in the early game, so they can do as much damage as possible if they need to. But time goes by, it might give at least the Evo's Holy time for them to breathe just a little bit.
Yeah, and the thing is, they want to shut down this Hylos as much as possible. Will be the first casualty of the game. Traded out for Witty. Roamer for Roamer. Not too big of a deal, right? But still, Team Liquid ID, they are having that upper hand, having that first blood. And also, Cho dying at this point is not too big of a deal, because his ultimate is just a one-man pickup. Meanwhile, Hylos is much more impactful in the game because he has that glorious pathway. Now, Fabian in a lot of trouble, though.
Faven is a lot of trouble, had to pull away straight away before becoming another casualty. They spotted out. Cry shuts him down immediately. Now getting on straight away to Aaron as well. Now Cry needs to back things up, but as he slowed things down to Aaron, and now it seems that Maykis finds the opportunity. Maybe this is the opening they needed to get the turtle as well. By Ezekiel just overlooking. They find a way. Maykis will be able to get the turtle. Finally, Evo's Holy looking a little bit better than they did on the previous game.
Yeah, both neck and neck at net worth right now. Only a 200 gold difference in this early 2 minutes. But they still have to worry about the power spike when Ezekiel does have that real world manipulation together with Fabian going in. And we've yet to see Witty hit level 4, right? The Way of the Dragon has not been used. And who's his target here, right? His main target is going to be Harith, does not have a Purify, or it's going to be either Ivan or Fluffy in that early game.
Let's see. Weedy overlooking, making sure that at least they will be able to allow Maykis to get the buff, the crips that he needed. And it seems that will be covering up the ground. I think Evo's Holy knows how to get it done, at least for this matchup. They're not going to allow all the overextension or even the cover grounds that was done by Team Liquid on the previous game. But so far, we do see the movement momentum coming in, and Cried will be trying to pull away Yezikel for now. But as we go along right here, right at the bottom side, we do see Fabian try to push away to Fluffy side. Does a lot of damage with the help as well by Aaron, but not going to be enough to pull any casualty.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of power spike right now, Evo's Holy, they seem like it's their time, right? They have all the AoE mechanisms to actually take this team fight. Now, Frigid Glacier being used on the Yeezy.
And here on out, Joy managed to take down straight away Ezekiel. That's the good attempt coming in with Cry just freezing it out for Team Evo's Holy getting another body in their bag.
Yeah, and that Nolan 2-0 right now, that snowball is slightly starting to get going for Evo's Holy, but still they have to worry about the late game power spike. Evo's Holy, they need much more of an advantage than this. They need to keep forcing fights again and again and make sure they take objectives off of this, because currently right now, it seems like they haven't taken any gold plating despite winning the fights. And the turtle, I mean, it's only the second turtle of the game, but the glorious pathway being used right now, they're trying to fight.
Fabian takes the title straight away, but at the same time here, Ivan as well as Elan try to push in straight to the side of TL. But at the same time right here, it's going to be Fluffy to take down Weedy immediately, pushing in straight to Fabian. That Kritos also, even with the iceberg, will not be able to break through, but Make coming in. Cried, pushing in straight away with the icebergs again, but not going to be enough to shut down Fabian. So still, it's just going to be a trade-off for Team Evo Soli as well as Team Liquid.
And very smart coming in from Team Liquid ID, just separating the fight on two fronts. They are very strong when they are all five together because of the immense amount of AoE that Evo's Holy has. But once you split the team fight up, the AoE is all segmented away and they are just weaker, way weaker. And Team Liquid ID just take full advantage of that. And they do get some gold advantages going for Aaron Shiki. Now Fluffy, he might be in a lot of trouble here, but Aaron Shiki though,
but he go in for the overextension, but unfortunately, he did manage to go in. Now comes through with Widdy as well as Aaron. Yezikel will be the one to shut down Fluffy, despite tried to fight off with Aaron Shiki with so much potential of Team Liquid to cover the grounds. Fluffy could not do anything. So that's a trade-off coming in from Team Liquid ID as well. But Fabian on the line as well at the bottom was taken out by Team Evo's Holy.
Yeah, Evo's Holy really have to pump up the momentum right now. They did get that turret. Yes, that's step one out of the way. But there's step two and step three to this, which is the other two out of turrets. They have to slowly keep taking more out of turrets and keep forcing the fights out of Team Liquid ID's favor. And at the same time, they cannot get segmented once again, right? Team Liquid ID, that sprint glue, that's meant to just segment the fight away. They are wanting to just fight the fight on two fronts, but Winnie,
Widdy will be shut down by Aaron completely, shutting down Aaron as well. Ivan pushing it straight to Aaron, a little bit too ambitious as well as overextension. By the same time, Arishiki will be the one to shut him down. A trade-off, but at the same time, lose track of the target that they needed. And now, Fabian has already been spotted out by Fluffy. That's going to be an information trigger, but at the same time, Maykes knows it doesn't matter. They'll get the turtle for themselves. And even though they trade it off for 1-1, it's still a great neck-to-neck between the two teams.
yeah, and the good thing that Team Liquid ID is doing is making sure that Evo's Holy is always down one member. Like, we might lose one member, right? But we're going to force that team fight to the fight where we can trade that constellation and just keep the trades going because they know that the mid game, the late game really favors them because they have that nature, right? They have that glue, which favors them at the once they get to the sustainable stages. And Widdy's just playing keep away, making sure that the Nathan has space, using that Wave Dragon onto Fluffy so that he cannot connect on the bottom lane.
And as we saw, we see at the top lane right now, we know for a fact that Fabian's coming in for a push. It's going to be Ezekiel to take down Arlan. And as we push in, we do see that shutdowns come through from Aran to shut down Maykis. One more play to is going to be Cried. Aran pushing straight away, half of lifeline. Cried did manage to actually slow down the tempo. At least he will be able to pull away before becoming a death body in the hands of Team Liquid. As we progress, Team Liquid managed to trade off 2 of the kills in their hands, and now they looking a little bit ahead compared to Team Evo's Holy.
And what TLID did right there was Aaron Shiki on that bottom, applying so much pressure with the help of Widdy. He used that Way of the Dragon. He used that entropy. Now the entropy is off cooldown. He can use it again to get out. And there's so much pressure, right? They don't have any lockdown. All they have is AoE. All they have is damage. Team Liquid ID, they know the extent of the heroes, so they force the pressure on the bottom lane, force a team fight on the top, and EVO's Holy, they're just looking like they're falling apart right now. They don't have the map control. They don't have the ability to control Aaron Shiki anymore. He's level 12, the same level as May Kids. That's the jungler, mind you.
Oh, this is tough. Definitely coming in for Team EVO's Holy. Now they're gonna actually try to contest or even try to push for the team fights here for the mid though. Not gonna allow it, gonna clear it off, and we do see that Fabian gonna tease the lot as well now. Make it just overlooking from a distance. It's gonna be Ivan who gets a lot of damage, but Glorious Path comes through. And here on out, Aaron will be slowed down a little bit tempo, but Aaron Shiki takes down Fafi immediately. And as time goes by, we do see Ivan trying to pull into Aaron, but Aaron is a little bit too slimy to a point that he could not do anything. And Team EVO's Holy could not break into the team of Liquid, and they're gonna get away with that win, and they will take that lot for themselves.
And EVO's Holy, their fight is, yeah, they're sustainable. They're not supposed to die in that kind of situations. And Fluffy just picking up that Radiant Armor, it shows how behind he is in terms of having that farm, right? In terms of just being squishy as a Hilda. It's just that glue effect, where glue is able to fight that Hilda one-on-one. This is such a great pickup from Team Liquid ID. Now, EVO's Holy, they have one more chance of a team fight. They can't force a 5-on-5 here when Suyo is not available, but can they withstand the damage from Aaron Shiki?
Ooh, almost try to close in, and Cried did manage to pull away, try to go in for that micro fights, but still not gonna be easy now. They're gonna push in straight away for the next turret at the moment now. Turret for the second layer has already been done on the top. Even bottom is gonna be cleared out as well, and now pushing in into the second layer of the mid lane here. They're gonna go in for a fight. Fluffy try to push into Aaron. It's not gonna be easy. They had to pull away, and now opportunity arise for Team Liquid to come through even more for those at the bottom lane as well. Now Team EVO's Holy looking lost than ever, trying to find a defense or even try to break in. The only way they can try to do it, probably maybe try to pick off Yeezy kill first of all, or maybe even Fabian, but now it's not easy because with Aaron and now pushing in, even with that Glorious Path, Cried will be able to take down Aaron first of all, and now pushing in, Aaron Shiki managed to take down and was able to pull away before being taken out. EVO's Holy at least getting that micro wins, but coming along right here, they're gonna have to clear out the lot as well. And Team Liquid doesn't really matter. They lost one player, but at the same time, they've already done the damage they wanted for Team EVO's Holy.
And that's where the prime Team EVO's is, right? You want that meat grinder, but Cry already instantly being taken out by Aaron Shiki. That's a mega kill coming in from him. EVO's Holy, they cannot answer. If they leave their base here, they are going to get shredded by Team Liquid. And they do disengage. Very good call from EVO's Holy and Liquid ID. I mean, in terms of having that farm, in terms of having that scaling in this late game right now, they are there. 7,000 gold advantage. EVO's Holy, yes, we did see what they can do, but Liquid ID, they have the damage too, and now...
No, they're pushing in. Ivan getting a lot of damage. They go in for the Glory Pass, but unfortunately, Arishiki takes down Erlen, and Fluffy will be almost getting to be the victim, but nope, still surviving it out for now. Even so, right now, they clears out all the turrets, now only left with only the top, but they don't need better. They're going in for a fight, and Aaron pushing in straight to Ivan. Not to worry, no, because Team EVO's Holy still have it back, and Team Liquid decided not to go for it overextension. They know for a fact time is ticking. They don't need to push too much further as Irvin is coming in. So what matters right now is for them to get the next lot, and the fact that Team EVO's Holy, they're bare. They only have the crystal for them to defend, and this is the critical timing for them to try to defend it out. But what can they do, as life is always been depleted with Team Liquid always shutting them down on that front side?
Yeah, it just seems to me like they didn't make full use of that advantage that they had in the early game, right? Where they were winning the team fights, they got the snowball going in Nolan, but there were no objectives being taken. And until now, there's only 2 outer tier turrets that were taken. Even before 5 minutes, there was no creep advantage at all. It just seems like Team Liquid ID, they read them on all fronts. Witty not even finding a good Way of the Dragon, but his Way of the Dragon is not to catch people, it's just to force the team fight away from the main character, which is Eren Shiki in that background. That Nathan will be doing so much damage here.
Oh, coming in right for the box. Arishiki straight away get the kill first of all. And now Clyde trying to survive it out. F5 and takes down Mikis immediately. But Clyde, unfortunately, will not do anything as the lot already march in. Another win comes through into the hands of Team Liquid Indonesia. The next team to